Hello, hello. I am here. I have joined. Thank you, everyone, for already joining in as well. Good to walk into the room of 22 participants and maybe just as many teams, if not parts of teams as well. Good to have everybody. Hello to the Lord and Lady of Asquith down by the bay as well. Down by the bay. Thank you to Chrissy for letting everyone know I was on my way as well for trivia. We'll be getting started shortly, actually, because it's already 7:05. Chrissy, my partner, my producer, the love of my life, thank you very much. Hello to Team Uno Persona and Rondai as well. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to Fighting Mongooses, the Lonely Traveler. Good to have everyone joining in. Hello to Cookie Faced. If you're new to Trivia Club or if you're just joining in, don't forget to say hello in the live chat. Make sure to shout you out as well. Good to have everyone involved as usual in this Trivia Club goodness. Hello to Agatha Quisty. Welcome back. And the questionables. All you need is a pen and piece of paper to write down your answers on. And then we'll be getting started shortly as well. All right, without much further ado, I'm just going to just jump into this. It's 7:06 now, so I don't want to be late. So without much further ado, actually, I'll get that music queued up as well. Thank you. Hopefully everyone's having a good week. Staying both out of and getting into the right amount of trouble. All right, and Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse, will begin in 5, 4.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to Trivia Club, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Welcome to the 22nd edition of Trivia Club, live from this Trivia Clubhouse. I am your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. This trivia is planned for 20 questions once again tonight. Some classic pub-style trivia, some game show games, ending all with the Trivia Royale to test your, reasonably paced lightning round knowledge. So hopefully you're all, as I said, doing well out there, wearing a mask if you're going out there, keeping safe, remembering that mask is not only a kindness for yourself, but of course to others as well. And you just wearing one normalizes the act of doing the easy thing of wearing a mask. So thank you all once again. And there are a lot of ways you can help today as well, like the charity I mentioned last week, and I will mention again this week. It is Cystic Fibrosis Canada. You can find out more about cystic fibrosis and donate to Cystic Fibrosis Canada at cysticfibrosis.ca. It's a cause that is very near and dear to my heart. Incredibly near and dear. Alrighty. As I said earlier as well, there are 20 questions tonight, and all you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down your answers on. I won't be able to interact with everyone as I usually do in a live event, so say hello in the live chat, just like F. Billy Zane did. Hello, F. Billy Zane, and the Cunning Stunts. Hello, hello. Say hello in the chat, and say hello to all the teams that you might have played against in the past, people that might be new to you as well. All fun here, all to the grown community of Trivia Club. Glad to have you involved and aboard as we continue to enjoy Trivia Club in all the best ways we know how. Hello to the Hot Boys. Welcome aboard to that M. Night Shyamalan associated team. Hot Boys. Remember last week, we ended with some bonus trivia called I Built a VCR, which is a Trivia Club anagram, because I built a VCR, is an anagram of Trivia Club. Works out very well. That anagram was actually a broken anagram, I will admit. Thank you to Matt Smith for finding that, actually. It was broken because instead of having it had an extra I and one less L for what the answer was supposed to be. It was the Chadwick Boseman TV show credit. The anagram was richly in metal, which if you subtracted an I and added an L was all my children. So if you still found that even with additional difficulties, well done. I think I fixed any broken anagrams this week, so look forward to that at the end of trivia. But speaking of what you can walk away with, other than, well, like a good feeling that you did good, you did real well. What else can you walk away with? Well, you can walk away with that golden VHS in your mind's eye. Picture that golden VHS, that movie that you really want to have on your mantelpiece. One day we might be able to get it to you, but until then, we'll be storing them all underneath the desk in the office. Enjoy that golden VHS that you could win tonight, though. So you can also follow Trivia Club on Twitter, on Facebook, on youtube.com/Trivia Club, on soundcloud.com/Trivia Club, on triviaclub.ca. The Trivia Club, all one word, is on all our socials that we're on, except for Twitter, which has an underscore between the two. But if you're following us on Twitter, you know. You also know that I just really mainly like and retweet things. I don't really tweet necessarily. But yes, follow us on triviaclub.ca for all other information. I've got some updating to do there, I realize now too. But without much further ado, there are only 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those cardinal rules are: be smarter than that internet connection. Yes, don't look up any answers on Google. If you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself. There's really nothing else to win other than pride. Don't post the answers on that live chat in the chat beside me or down here in the comments either afterwards. Keep that competitive spirit sharp. Yes, though do chat with your friends and or family. If your friends and or family are playing, say hello. Hi, friends. Hi, family. Or hey down there. Oh, I'm being told to keep it going. All right. The only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. I appreciate it. Spreading the word. Yeah, thank you for keeping this going. As I talk into a green light, it's still great to see all the names and team names as we continue doing this in this new post-normal, or just this new world that we're living in. So, without much further ado, which I think I've said too many times, it's now lost its meaning. Let's jump into Trivia Club live from home. Alrighty. Question number 1 is, I'm thinking of starting things. Fantastic. So, with question number 1, after having written memorably mind-bending films directed by the likes of Spike Jonze and Michael Gondry, or Michel Gondry, this filmmaker is writing and directing his first live-action film since 2008's Schenectady, New York, with the new Netflix film, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Once again, name the filmmaker who is writing and directing his first live-action film since 2008's Schenectady, New York, with the new live-action film that is called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. The same filmmaker wrote memorably mind-bending films for the likes of Spike Jonze and Michel Gondry. Schenectady? Yeah, that's probably it. Schenectady? Gave myself a fun word right off the bat. Question number 2 now. Question number 2, we're under review So, you've seen this kind of thing. B4, as in B-4, wrote one reviewer about what 2012 alien invasion movie based on a board game. Once again, you've seen this kind of thing. B4 wrote one reviewer about what 2012 alien invasion movie based on a board game. Question number 3, Latin up. So for question number 3, the word carbon derives from the Latin word for what substance? Still popular with artists and chefs alike. Once again, the word carbon derives from the Latin word for what substance? Still popular with artists and chefs alike. Thank you as always to Joel, who made this Trivia Club board all those years ago for Cardinal Rule, or at least our trivia night at Cardinal Rule was its main home, and it's found its way back to the Trivia Clubhouse. Appreciated. Question number 4 now. We're going to connect 4, as we usually do. So, what's the connection between the answers to questions 2 and 3? Once again, what's the connection between the answers to 2 and 3? And it's just the connection between the answers, nothing in those questions. So free of context. Oh, yes, I'll do 2 and 3. So question number 2, once again. You've seen this kind of thing. B4 wrote one reviewer about what 2012 alien invasion movie based on a board game. And question number 3, the word carbon derives from the Latin word for what substance? Still popular with artists and chefs alike. And yes, question number 4, connecting 4, what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Think outside the box, free of context from those questions, just those answers. Have a connection on question number 4. Alrighty, question number 5. It's called Best Known For. So for Best Known For, you name the 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm, that the following actor is known for, quote unquote. Yes, this is in the known for section on their IMDb page. So what 4 movies today is, or does IMDb say, IMDb.com say that Michael Caine is known for? Michael Caine. Easy way to say Michael Caine's name in his accent is just saying my cocaine. Michael Caine. I will say too, for this Michael Caine 4 movie, best known for, only 2 of these movies are Christopher Nolan films. If that makes it easier for you or trickier for you, or if it helps you at all, then there you go. So once again, name the 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com and its algorithm, that Michael Caine is known for. And only 2 of those movies are Christopher Nolan movies. These movies are usually box office movies or award movies, or just clickable films. Yes, for question number 5, name the 4 movies that Michael Caine is known for according to IMDb.com, that Internet Movie Database.com. And only 2 of those movies are Christopher Nolan films. Question number 6 now. We're going to go to the Food Network and fill in the blank. So I'm going to give you a Food Network show with a blank missing, and you fill in that blank. This is truly a quarantine-style question. So once again, question number 6. Food lover and comedian Zane Lamprey hosts this Food Network show. And the title of it is Have Blank Will Travel. Let's name that Food Network show, Have Blank Will Travel, that is hosted by food lover and comedian Zane Lamprey. Question number 7 now. We are letterboxed in for this question. 2 possible points to be won. So name the 2 movies for question number 7. Name those 2 movies in which the protagonist or protagonists flee from a war while a non-human king declares and enforces an anti-human discrimination policy. Also, at some point in the film, an octopus plays the drums. So once again, name the two movies in which the protagonist or protagonists flee from a war while a non-human king declares and enforces an anti-human discrimination policy. Also, at some point, an octopus plays the drums. Oh, we're getting some reports of freezing on other people's end. I can always repeat any questions missed. You can also scrub back on the live video and look to have those repeated for you in sort of like as we go. I think ultimately the biggest thing will be you'll just give your point total a little later than everyone else. And ultimately, too, if anything else, you can always watch it again at the end. And after it's been posted, and you can let us know your point totals in the comments, not necessarily in the live chat, though. Best of luck with any freezing potential. And let me know if it's a broader problem. But so far, I'm not having any problems on my end. But I'll let you know. And if it's a broader problem too, please let me know. So question number 8 is our audio clue of the night. It is called Bit by Bit. I'm going to play an 8-bit version of a popular song, and you name that song for a point, and the musical act responsible for the original song, the non-chiptune version, for another point. So 2 possible points to be won. Once again, yes, that 8-bit version, that chiptune from an old Nintendo game or a Nokia cell phone, a flip phone, if you will. Alrighty. Here it is, that question number 8, that bit by bit. Name the song for a point, name the musical act responsible for that song for a second point. Now is your question number 8, that bit by bit. Name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for that tune for a second possible point. And yes, if you're ever having any streaming problems or any video problems, remember, yes, you can always watch it afterwards, which is not optimal. Or look to scrub back a few seconds, and hopefully that gives the video a little bit more chance on your end to not have to deal with the full bandwidth. Or data. Mm-hmm. Question number 9. It's time to tag the line. I can always repeat the audio clue from 8 afterwards as well. Let me know what we might be missing. But question number 9, I'm going to give you the tagline from a movie poster, and you name that movie. So that tagline from the movie poster, name the movie in which, in this case, the Martin Scorsese movie with the tagline, "As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster." Once again, name the Martin Scorsese movie with the tagline, "As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster." All right, question number 10 now. Question number 10 is our first game show game of the night. It is Survey Says. Survey Says is our spin on the Family Feud. We're going to give you an actual Family Feud survey question. You give us what you think is the number one answer as per those 100 Americans surveyed. So, put yourself in the mind of 100 Americans. 100 Americans. Give me what you think is the most popular answer for this Family Feud question. So, Survey Says, name something you might find on top of a TV set in the 90s. So on top of that TV set back home even, depending on what mom and dad have done with that TV. So everyone's updating. But name something you might find on top of a TV set in the 90s. Yes, my dad was saying throughout the TV set. Oh, that was a memorable set, though. The old fuzzbox. And the whole entertainment console I was part of. Man, memories. One more time on question number 10. Name something you might find on top of a TV set in the 90s. I would even say this is like 80s or 90s. Don't be too high tech. Question number 11 now. We're going to give you some Simpsons trivia. Flying on question number 11. Yeah, some Simpsons trivia. So, in the Simpsons episode Homer at the Bat, which multiple-time Cy Young Award winner can't pitch anymore because he thinks he is turned... Oh, no. Once again. In the Simpsons episode Homer at the Bat, which multiple-time Cy Young Award winner can't pitch because he thinks he is a chicken? Yes, name that multi-time Cy Young Award winner who thinks he's a chicken before he can't pitch anymore. The Simpsons episode Homer at the Bat. We're talking softball. Question number 12. It's time after time. Time after time. I will give you 4 historical events, and you tell me which of them happened from earliest to the most recent for a point each. All right, so those historical events. Put them in the correct order. Those events are: the Rubik's Cube was invented. The movie The Mask, starring Jim Carrey, is released in American theaters. I Am a Believer by the Monkees is released. And Kenny Loggins releases the song I'm All Right for the film Caddyshack. Once again, I'm giving you them in no particular order, but you tell me which of them happened from earliest to most recent. Those events are: the Rubik's Cube was invented. The Mask, starring Jim Carrey, is released in theaters in the US. I'm a Believer by the Monkees is released. And Kenny Loggins releases the song I'm All Right for the film Caddyshack. Question number 13 is called What is Up Schitt's Creek? That's for you to find out. So question number 13, according to David, according to David, what musical family did Alexis claim she dated at the same time to get backstage passes to the Teen Choice Awards? Once again, according to David, what musical family did Alexis claim she dated at the same time to get backstage passes to the Teen Choice Awards? You can give me the name of the band. You can give me the last name if you want. However it wants, whichever is easiest for you. Question number 14 now. I'm going to quiz you with a TV title synonym. So I'm going to give you a synonym for an actual TV show's title. You tell me the actual TV show title from those clues. So tell me the TV show whose title synonym is True Statements of Existence. Once again, tell me the TV show whose title synonym is True Statements of Existence. Pop culture and a word clue. There you go. Yes, which TV show could be worded another way as true statements of existence? Drawing that sweet Trivia Club water. Question number 15 is our countdown takedown. Yes, our second game show game of the night. Countdown takedown time. With this game show game, we're going to play with Price is Right style rules with a twist. I'm going to ask you a question with a number attached to that answer. And you want to get as close as you can without going over. If you go over by even 1, that is 0 points. But if you get it right on that is 5 points. And if you're within 25% of the actual number, that is still 2 solid points. So that 25%, of course, allows you to still play along without trying to $1 bob it for those points. So for our countdown takedown, from the year 1990 to 2019, the average pickup truck sold in America has gained 1,142 pounds. And I will say it's gained this number of pounds since the year 2000 alone. So once again, from the years 1990 to 2019, the average pickup truck sold in America has gained 1,142 pounds. And it has gained this number of pounds since 2000 alone. That's your question number 15. That countdown takedown. Question number 16, we're going to quiz you on a Disney song title. Yes, indeed. So, Disney song title time. You name the Disney movie with a song in it titled this. All those Disney musicals. So, what Disney movie has a song titled Honor to Us All? Yes, name that Disney movie with a song that is titled Honor to Us All. Question number 17, it's good to be king. So, on question number 17, which Hollywood wildcard played the role of King Koopa in the 1993 film? Yes, Au revoir. I don't know. That's not even, what am I saying? 1993 film, Super Mario Brothers. Yes, once again, which Hollywood wildcard played the role of King Koopa in the 1993 classic, there you go, classic film, Super Mario Brothers? That's that question number 17. Now, question number 18, it's not always sunny. Hey, what can you say? So for question number 18, What show set in Philadelphia followed a group of baby boomers as they dealt with the tribulations of life after their 20s? Once again, name the show set in Philadelphia that followed a group of baby boomers as they dealt with the tribulations of life after their 20s. And if you're just joining us or coming back again to the live feed, I believe because of YouTube, you can always skip back and forth if you want to catch any answers that you missed in a chunk. So yes, you can always be a little out of sync at least, but you can always skip my ramblings in between questions. Not that you should fast forward through everything else I say, but how's your question number 18? Question number 18, it's not always sunny. Question number 19, hey, I'm game. So, which TV game show had the saying, aces high, twos are low, call them right, and win some dough? Once again, what TV game show had the saying, aces high, twos are low, call them right, and win that dough? And before we jump into question number 20, our Trivia Royale, are there any questions I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition? I ask that not wanting to repeat everything, but let me know. Number 7. I will start with number 7. So, number 7, we're looking for some common connection. So, name the 2 movies for a point each in which the protagonist or protagonists flees from a war while a non-human king declares and enforces an anti-human discrimination policy. Also, at some point in the film, an octopus plays the drums. Good movies. That's good movies. Once again, name the 2 movies for a point each in which the protagonist or protagonists flee from a war while a non-human king declares and enforces an anti-human discrimination policy. Also, at some point in the film, an octopus plays the drums. And question number 8, repeating your bit by bit. Once again, name this song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for this song. Well, only getting to hear a chiptune version, an 8-bit version of that song. Here we go, that question number 8, that bit by bit. That was your question number 8, that bit by bit. The car revving in the background to give you a little bit of ambient noise. Hopefully that 8-bit song played a little better on your end as well. Let me know if there's any other questions or clues that I can repeat before we jump into that Trivia Royale, or lightning round? 5-minute lightning round. That's a lightning round. It's intense. Question number 9, can do. So, question number 9, tag the line. So what is the movie poster whose tagline, specifically the Martin Scorsese movie, whose tagline was, "As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster"? Admittedly, when it comes to Martin Scorsese, that doesn't exactly narrow it down. With Trivia Royale now, as I said before, our question number 20 gives you 5 minutes to write down as many of these answers as you can think of. 10 possible points can be won. You're going to name any 10 of a top 20. So yes, give yourself a space for 10 possible answers. If you write down more than 10, then I ask that you mark your first 10. Whittle it down to your best possible list. And you'll have 5 minutes to come up with these answers. So name any 10 of the top 20 TV shows that, according to TheRinger.com, produce the best bottle episodes. So once again, yes, name the TV shows, not the episode titles. And they're only limited to one bottle episode, or one episode per show. And for those wondering, as I start the clock, here's 5-minute countdown. A bottle episode is an episode that is restricted in scope either by locations or by cast, usually only featuring main cast or existing sets. And I'll also add that these are all TV shows from the past 30 years. So no TV show is, or no episode is older than 1990. It's from before 1990. So these are TV shows that have all aired in the last 30 years. Name any 10 of the top 20 TV shows that have, according to TheRinger.com, produced the best bottle episodes. TV shows that have showed creativity and constraint when it comes to locations or cast, and really just showing off both what they can do in one or two minimum locations with their very talented cast. This can be a TV show where you're like, nothing really seemed to happen, but it was wildly entertaining. Or a lot happened in a very small spot. And it's from the last 30 years, which means there's no I Dream of Jeannie, which is the originator of the term bottle episode, because they spent a lot of episodes, because of budget restraint, in the bottle. Three minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining on this Trivia Royale. Name those TV shows in the last 30 years that, according to TheRinger.com, did a whole lot with a little being at least fewer locations, not really necessarily newer locations, although that's not true for all of these, or certainly no real new cast inclusions. Also, I can't say that for all of these, but a lot with a little. Bottle episodes for TV shows. Yes, name those TV shows. Any 10 of the top 20. Oh, and if this helps at all, it might not, but I will say one cartoon is featured. So there's 19 live action TV shows in this list and one cartoon. So you might just avoid that cartoon anyway. One minute and 35 seconds remaining. 135, 133, 130. I'll now try to be as quiet as possible for the next minute to give you a little bit more of a chance before I count down the last 10 seconds. All right, with my minute of contemplation coming to an end, you have 10 seconds remaining on this Trivia Royale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is time. Finalize that answer. Fill in any blank spaces in the round of questions, because once we mark that question, no chance for any points. Every one of these correct answers is worth a point. I believe at the end of this night of trivia, 45 potential points can be won. I believe I did the math right on that one, but who can say? I hope I can't say. Alrighty, question number 1 in this Trivia Club at home, live from that Trivia Club home, number 22. I'm thinking of starting things after having written memorably mind-bending films directed by the likes of Spike Jonze and Michel Gondry. This filmmaker is writing and directing his first live-action film since 2008's Schenectady, New York, with the new Netflix film, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. That would be Charlie Kaufman. Charlie Kaufman. Question number 2, under review. So you've seen this kind of thing before. Wrote one clever reviewer about which 2012 alien invasion movie based on a board game. That would be Battleship, as in you sunk my Battleship. Aliens. Question number 3, Latin up. The word carbon derives from the Latin word for what substance, still popular with artists and chefs alike? That would be charcoal. Charcoal. And now question number 4, connecting for the point on this one. What's the connection between Battleship and charcoal? These are 2 shades of gray. The connection is gray. It's gray, not black and white. It's very gray. Question number 5, best known for. So name the 4 movies, and in this case, 2 Christopher Nolan movies, in which Michael Caine is known for. So the Nolan films are The Dark Knight for a point, and The Prestige for a second point. Twist. And the non-Nolan Michael Caine films are The Cider House Rules. It certainly does. For another point. And The Quiet American for the fourth point, because I really like to give a curveball on that fourth project. Most times. Once again, The Dark Knight, The Prestige, The Cider House Rules, and The Quiet American. For 4 possible points on that question number 5. Question number 6, we're going to Food Network in the blanks. Food lover and comedian Zane Lamprey hosts the Food Network show Have Fork. Yes, Fork is that fill in the blank. Will travel. Have Fork. Will travel. What were you thinking?
I got fork, but yeah.
Nice. A good guess from your producer and mine. Question number 7. Common connection. So there are 2 movies in which the protagonist or protagonists flee from a war while a non-human king declares and enforces an anti-human discrimination policy. Also, at some point in the film, an octopus plays the drums. That would be the film's Aquaman for a point. Yes, Jason Momoa's Aquaman. An Atlantean is the king. He does not like humans. Aquaman for a point. And Bedknobs and Broomsticks. It's a lion who is the king. Does not like humans still, because there is a cartoon. I get it. And an octopus still plays the drum. Mwah. Once again, Aquaman for a point and Bedknobs and Broomsticks for a second point. That was your letterboxed in for that one. Question number 8, your bit by bit. So this 8-bit song for a point each was All the Stars for a point by Kendrick Lamar for a second point. Have I played it enough around the house that you got it?
I haven't heard you really play it.
Oh, I guess it's over headphones. Never mind. Nicely done. Once again, All the Stars for a point and Kendrick Lamar for a second point. Featuring SZA. That is true. Featuring SZA. The features, although she has a very big part in that song, features aren't necessary for the point on this question. So yes, it is very much featuring SZA. Thank you, mongooses. Question number 9, tag the line. I give you the tagline from a movie poster and you name that movie. So the Martin Scorsese movie with the tagline, as far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster, is from Goodfellas. Goodfellas. I was going to make the joke that like the Martin Scorsese film with that, as far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster, was The Last Temptation of Christ. The temptation was gangsters. No, but it's Goodfellas. It is Goodfellas. Question number 10. Survey says, so I ask you to name something that you might find on top of a TV set in the 90s. So 80s or 90s is applicable. Alrighty, so your 1 point answer. There's 5 possible answers that can get you points. I'm going to start with the lowest possible point total and go up to the 5-point answer. But for 1 point on your question number 10, if you answered, well, even if your answer was broken, it would be right at least twice a day. That would be clock. It would be digital in this case for the most part, but still, clock. This one's maybe blinking in and out because it's just the blinking 12. It's hard to change. Alrighty, 2 possible points. If you're enjoying this remotely, even without the control. That would be your remote control. It's a universal answer. It really is. 2 points for remote control. 3 points if your answer was picture this. Pictures. 3 points for pictures. 4 points if you have an ear for this one. Or like a coat hanger that's been like bent into the shape of ears. Or an actual aerial. That would be, yes, an aerial. Or bunny ears, I would also accept. Antennae is acceptable as well for 4 points. And 5 points. And I am on the record with this one. Video record order. Video recorder or a VHS player or VCR. So, because I mean, what better an answer for Trivia Club than yes, 5 points for VCR or video recorder, VHS player. 4 points for antennae, aerial, bunny ears. 3 points for pictures. 2 points for remote control, and 1 point for clock. Now, question number 11 at Simpsons Trivia Question in the episode Homer at the Bat, which multiple-time Cy Young Award winner can't pitch because he thinks he is a chicken. That would be Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens. I can only say multiple times Cy Young Award winner for Roger Clemens. I couldn't call him a Hall of Famer because reasons. Question number 12. Time after time, we asked you to put the order from earliest to most recent for these historical events. So, the earliest to the most recent, the correct order for you. A point for every correct spot in the order. First one is in 1967, I'm a Believer by the Monkees is released. Then in 1974, the Rubik's Cube was invented. It was popular by the 80s, but it was invented in 1974. Next up in the 80s, or in 1980, Kenny Loggins releases the song I'm All Right for the film Caddyshack. I'm all right. And finally, in 1994, The Mask, starring Jim Carrey, is released in theaters. So in that order, once again, I'm a Believer in that first spot, Rubik's Cube in the second spot, Kenny Loggins, or Caddyshack, or I'm All Right in that third spot, and in that fourth spot, The Mask, starring Jim Carrey. Somebody stop him? No? All right, cool. Question number 13. What is up Schitt's Creek? According to David on the TV show Schitt's Creek, what musical family did Alexis claim she dated at the same time to get backstage passes to the Teen Choice Awards? I said you could either name the band or the family because actually it's the same answer. That would be the Hanson brothers. Hanson, all three. She dated all three. She got backstage. Question number 14. TV title synonym. That synonym was true statements of existence. And the answer, well, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have true statements of existence. And also the facts of life. It's the facts of life is your answer. Question number 15, our countdown takedown. From 1990 to 2019, the average pickup truck sold in America has gained 1,142 pounds, making a small size truck into a large size truck, and a large size truck into, well, is it really a truck anymore? And yes, in gaining 1,142 pounds between 1990 and 2019, it also gained this number of pounds simply since the year 2000 alone. And I get a drum roll on that poundage. 730 pounds. 730 for a 5-point total. Yes, just in the last 20 years. Actually, not even just. That's still a pretty big span of time. 730 pounds since the year 2000. If you answered 729 to 547, that is still 2 big points. 730 right on is 5 points. 731, 0 points. And 546 and below, also 0 points. Question number 16. We asked you to name that Disney film from the song title alone. The song title was Honor to Us All. And that Disney movie was the one that's currently in theaters, personal theaters, home theaters. Though without the songs, ironically enough. That is Mulan. Mulan. That's from the original animated version of the film. Still very honorable, either way. So Mulan is our number 16 answer. Question number 17, it's good to be king. So which Hollywood wildcard played King Koopa in the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie? That would be Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper with cornrows was King Koopa. It was a whole thing. It was one of the many things that was interesting about the Super Mario Brothers movie. A lot happening. Dennis Hopper on that question number 17. Question number 18, It's Not Always Sunny. Yes, what show set in Philadelphia followed a group of baby boomers as they dealt with the tribulations of life after their 20s? Well, they weren't 20 after. They weren't 20 anymore. They were 30-something. Yes, 30-something is the name of that TV show. Not to be confused with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They are not baby boomers, although Frank might be. Is Frank a member of 30-something? Alrighty, question number 19. Yes, we asked if you were game, I'm game. So which TV game show said, aces high, twos are low, call them right and win that dough? That card-themed game show was specifically called Card Sharks. Card Sharks. Alrighty, question number 20 now, our Trivia Royale. I mean, life is a bottle episode, so what better way to test your TV show knowledge, at least in the form of bottle episodes, and at least to the opinion of theringer.com, and naming any 10 of the top 20 TV shows that produce the best bottle episodes. I'm going to go from 20 to 1 on their list. You don't need to put them in any correct order. They just have to be anywhere on that actual list. Alrighty, so here are those TV shows that did the most with the least, or made it seem that they were keeping it small while also doing something pretty big. So our number 20 spot belonged to The X-Files. The X-Files. I'll give you the specific episode titles if you're curious. This was for the episode Ice, The X-Files. Brooklyn Nine-Nine was 19 with their episode The Box. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Next up with their episode Mornings was Master of None. Mornings. This tale of a relationship simply told by waking up in bed in the morning. I think was it Noel Wells? Was in that? I'm not sure. All right. Question number 17. The cartoon on this list was Archer. Archer, with the episode Vision Quest. 16 was Firefly, with the flashback episode Out of Gas. Number 15 was It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, with the episode titled Reynolds v. Reynolds, The Serial Defense. Number Number 14 was The Leftovers, with the episode International Assassin. 13, according to TheRinger.com, was Twin Peaks: The Return, with their episode Part 8. Number 12 was Battlestar Galactica, the episode Unfinished Business. Number 11 was Girls, with the episode One Man's Trash. Great episode. Patrick Wilson, that's who was in that, alongside Lena Dunham. Question number 10, Parks and Recreation. Number 10 on the list. Yes, on this question number 20. Parks and Recreation, with the episode Leslie and Ron. Parks and Rec, also acceptable. Game of Thrones is on this list. Although, I'll give it to him. With the episode Blackwater, just because the sets are huge doesn't mean that they still can't make a bottle episode. It's The Ringer. I'll give it to them. Number 8 was Friends, with the episode The One Where No One Is Ready, where Joey wears all the clothes. Question number 7 is number 7 on the list is The West Wing, with 17 people. A powerful episode, The West Wing. Number 6 is Community, with cooperative calligraphy. I won't spoil it, but they do travel outside the room at the very end. But they also do, I'm going to have to say, they also miss the puppy party. Puppy parade, they miss the puppies. Number 5 on the list, with the episode Pine Barrens, is The Sopranos. Number 4 on this list, that actually had several excellent bottle episodes. That would be Seinfeld. Their choice for Seinfeld was the Chinese restaurant, though the parking garage is also excellent. Number 3 on the list was Breaking Bad. And their episode Fly. Number 2 is Atlanta, which is mostly a bottle episode just by nature of the show, but specifically was the episode Teddy Perkins. And number 1 was the episode that's actually, I think it's 10 years old this year. It is the episode The Suitcase for Mad Men. So once again, point for every one of these correct answers: Mad Men, Atlanta, Breaking Bad, Seinfeld, The Sopranos, Community, The West Wing, Friends, Game of Thrones, Parks and Recreation, Girls, Battlestar Galactica, Twin Peaks: The Return, The Leftovers, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Firefly, Archer, Master of None, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and The X-Files. Let me know what point total you got for tonight's trivia, all 20. I'll start reading out the point totals, of course, as more come in. And for number 20, of course, remember, name any 10 of the top 20 shows, any 10. We get 10 points, the most, at most 10 points. Thank you all once again for joining in, of course. Great to have you. Great to be doing trivia, as always, every Tuesday. Gives me something to do, although I'm also baking bread, which I'm enjoying. Started baking yesterday. Yesterday started baking it, posted about it today. Eating the bread for the last little while. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious. It took me like 6 months into the pandemic to get into the bread phase, but I am in the bread phase. I might also just make granola tonight. Been enjoying that. Anyway, tiebreaker bonus trivia for you. That tiebreaker bonus trivia, if you want to use it to break a tie, if you just want bonus trivia, up to you. It is an anagram And because we need an anagram for Trivia Club, this question is called I Built a VCR. Which if you unmix it, it spells Trivia Club. Perfect. So for this I Built a VCR, your bonus anagram, I'm going to ask you to find the Beatles album in the following anagram. Find the Beatles album from the anagram asymmetrical yogurt. Asymmetrical yogurt. Name that Beatles album. And remember, do not post it in the chat. Keep that answer for next week. People enjoy it. I'll also be signing off shortly, but before I do that, and I ask you to join in with me as always, but let's see who got what points from the 45 possible points to be won. Well done to my mom and dad. The Lord and the Lady of Asquith with a big 18 points. Bravo. Glad you learned a lot today. 27 points for F. Billy Zane. Thank you. 32 points for Cookie Faced. Agatha Christie got 31. Thank you as well. Uno Persona at 7 points. Excellent stuff. Also close to the top with 30 points are the Fighting Mongooses. The Buddyless Travelers got 23 points. Question 20 was a toughie. It's one of those additional steps set of questions. Can't just name TV shows, got to get specific with not a lot of context. So yes, tough, I know. Trivia Royales, they're tough to really dig out of the ether sometimes. 32 points for the Cunning Stunts. Well done. Looks like we have a two-way tie at the top so far. 20 points for your producer. Well done, your producer. 27 points for the Questionables. Well done to the Questionables. 28 points for Hot Boys with a Z. Don't forget the Z. Well done to all. Yes, looks like with 32 points. At the top together are Cookie Faced and the Cunning Stunts. Well done. Once again, thank you everybody for joining in. We'll see you again next Tuesday for more Trivia Club. I enjoy doing this. Going to keep on doing this, and I'll let you know how things are evolving, or as I poke around and do more fun stuff through triviaclub.ca and other places on the internet. If that does happen, we'll let you know. Yes, we'll be back September 15th for more Trivia Club. Thank you for supporting Trivia Club. Tonight's champions are, well, everyone who joined in and stayed safe, and if they went out, they're wearing a mask and really showing kindness to the world. Thank you so much. Stay healthy. It's as simple as that. It's the most we can do sometimes. But without much further ado, let's say the same thing we do at the end of every Trivia Club. So join in with me, won't you? Read it off the bottom of your score sheet. It's there, right?
Probably.
And that's remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.
Yes, thank you for joining in. Mwah. Love you.
Love you.
Thank you.